Hi Pisces, I like to get straight to the readings, so if there's anything you feel that you need to know about the readings, then I do encourage you to read the descriptions box, especially if you're new to tarot. The card deck information can always be found in my pinned comments below. And cross-watchers, please remember that you can switch the energies around if it applies, but do try to keep in mind that this might not be your story at all, okay? This could be someone else entirely different that your Pisces is dealing with. And equally Pisces, just take what resonates for you and leave what doesn't for another Pisces. Okay, so to explain this particular spread, my intention with this deck is to pull 4 cards, and hopefully from this deck we can get a description either of you, your person, or your situation that you're currently dealing with. We will be clarifying all of the zodiacs that show up from this deck with a different tarot deck. After that, we're going to move on to your main spread. And it's important to keep in mind, in your main tarot spread, it may or may not be a continuation of whatever we've seen here, okay? Right, so you've got Pluto, Scorpion energy, Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and Aries. Now, these can be people that you're dealing with, or these could be placements somewhere in your own chart, okay? Okay, the first thing that I'm noticing with this Pluto and Earth energy, some of you could be looking at changing your career specifically. Now, it feels like a drastic change. So you could be jumping from one profession to a completely unrelated profession, and there is the element of danger that is associated with this, given the fact that, you know, this is how you earn your living, and you're trying to figure out whether this is going to be a healthy, balanced decision, or if it's just too much of a risk. So that's the first thing. The other thing that I'm seeing with this Pluto-Earth combination is either you or the person that you're dealing with in love is considering moving closer to you, and with that they would have to change their career, okay? Then you've got Air and Aries. So this air energy, it's all about what goes on in the mind. So thoughts, intellect, reasoning, analysing. It can be critical, and it can also be clinical as well. It also deals with the truth. Now, because it's come out right next to Aries energy, this particular combination can indicate conflict. So that there could be a conflict of thoughts, a conflict of ideas, a conflict of what is the truth, a conflict of what is the truth. So you could be very suspicious, Pisces, of someone else's intentions towards you. And yeah, like straight up, you're pretty positive that somebody's lying to you, and it's causing these ructions, basically. Okay, right, so we're going to try and keep the pace moving. For those of you who are dealing with a Scorpio with this one, let's find out what they want. What does a Scorpion want with Pisces, please? Okay, right. The Fool and Justice, 2 major arcanas. Okay, so if you're dealing with a Scorpio, they're looking to start something new with the Fool and Justice. Again, justice, balance, the truth. It can be legal proceedings as well. It can be contracts. A Scorpion could well be looking to renew a contract with you. They could be offering you a brand new contract, new terms, new conditions, anything like that. So basically, if you're dealing with a Scorpio, then they're wanting to either tell the truth to you or tell the truth about you. It depends on who it is you're dealing with and what your situation is with them. Okay. If you're dealing with an earth sign, Hermit reversed. Okay. Quite possibly a Virgo. If you're dealing with an earth sign, they're basically keeping themselves stuck. Okay, with the Hermit reversed, it's indicating that someone is making the same mistakes over and over and over and expecting a different result each time. And of course, that's not the reality of it. They're just making the same mistakes consistently and they end up in the same situation. So if there is an earth sign around you that is doing this and they're asking you for your help, really analyze the situation a bit closer, because obviously if they're not prepared to help themselves, then how can they expect you to help them? It's just not going to be possible. So it's a no-win situation with an earth sign. What is the air sign? Thank you. Right, so if you're dealing with an air sign, you've got Knight of Coins, Temperance and Page of Coins. So an air sign is very slow to make a decision at this time. There's something to do with a compromise, that there hasn't been a compromise that has yet been reached with the air sign. They could possibly be overthinking the situation to the point that they're not making a decision at all, you know. So yeah, they're basically going round and round in circles, exuding a lot of energy but not actually getting anywhere. So the air sign has suddenly just stopped in their tracks. There's a lot of uncertainty surrounding the air sign. It could be because they're so indecisive, you don't know as to whether or not you can trust them. The air sign, it could be someone younger. If they're not physically younger, then they're definitely mentally younger, and that's why they're unable to make a firm decision. They seem to be suffering from a lack of confidence as well, which is also impeding on their ability to make a firm decision. Right. What does the Aries want with Pisces, please? Ace of Cups reversed. Okay. All right, so if you're dealing with an Aries, there could be a lot of bitterness between you two, a bit of spite as well. There's a lot of, what is it they say, water under the bridge with an Aries, and it doesn't seem to be at the stages where you're going to be able to listen to each other objectively right now, because this Ace of Cups, it feels super heavy. Either you've fallen out of love with them or they've fallen out of love with you. Again, depends on who it is you're dealing with and the situation that you're in. Only you'll know which way this swings, okay? But there is a lot of love lost with this Ace of Cups reversed. It can also indicate being depressed or disappointed as well. So if you had to turn down an Aries, you know, if an Aries was making advances towards you and you weren't interested, then they're definitely really affected by that at this moment in time. Okay, right, so we're going to start pulling your main tarot spread, and please do keep in mind what I said to you at the start of the reading. We don't know who or what is going to appear in your tarot spread, okay? It could be in relation to everything that we've already seen, or it could be someone or something else completely unrelated, okay? You do have to keep an open mind, and of course, never try and force anything to fit your current situation, okay? You'll know if it's your reading because it'll just click into place without any effort on your part. It's Pisces person, please. What's in their mind toward Pisces? Ooh, okay. Right, so you've got the Empress, it's Taurus, Libra energy, and the Knight of Coins, it's Virgo. Right, so someone is thinking very long and hard about you, Pisces, with this Knight of Coins. And we've already seen it here as well. Should we, shouldn't we? You know, it does feel a little bit... I don't want to use the word wishy-washy, because it's not that they... It's not that they don't know whether or not they're wanting to be with you. That they know they want to be with you, because we've got the Nine of Cups. Like, they just know. The problem is they're uncertain about how you feel in the situation. Okay? And that's where the should we, shouldn't we energy is coming in from. Okay? I mean, they see you as the Empress. Now, please don't get too hung up on gender. There is no gender in tarot, okay? It's just the polarization of the energies. They see you as the Empress. Now, what can I tell you about this particular combination is literally Pisces, they see you as their ideal partner. You're literally a dream come true for them. Now, they know that being with you makes sense. It just makes sense, okay? They see that it could go the distance. They see that potentially it could be a situation that ends up in marriage, home, family, whatever family means to you. You know, it's abundance, prosperity, good times, making a life together is this combination. They see you as their world. You're this person's everything. There's a little bit of overindulgence here as well. Now, I do get the impression, Pisces, that your person is overindulging in fantasy land somehow. Okay, that there's certainly that there's definitely a lot of daydreaming. They're trying to stay grounded. You know, that they're trying to keep they're trying to remain realistic, but you cause so much excitement for them that it's really difficult, if not impossible, for them to keep it real. Okay. This individual is also indicating that they're prepared to put in the work as well. With the Knight of Coins, Nine of Cups, they're definitely prepared to come to a compromise, which is funny because we've already mentioned a compromise was needing to be reached with someone, and we do see a conclusion of that compromise. And actually I am seeing that you're both going to be really happy with this compromise as well. Okay, it's in their heart space. Right, Seven of Wands, it's Leo energy, and the Ace of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag, it's in there, thank you. And the Knight of Swords, Gemini energy. Wow, okay, so Pisces, in their heart space, see with this combination, the Seven of Wands, Ace of Wands, and the Knight of Swords, your person has been struggling with making this decision, as we saw in the oracle read, because in order to have a life for you, it would require leaving behind their current life, their friends, their family, their home, everything that they've built up in their current location that they would have to leave behind. Now, what your person's actually doing is they're analysing not just the people around them and their social circle, but they're analysing how they feel when they're around their current social circle. And they've come to the conclusion that they're being brutally honest with themselves, and they've come to the conclusion that actually they're not happy. They're genuinely not happy. I mean, they've asked themselves honestly, am I happy in my current situation? And they're not. So they're getting over the initial fears of having to start a brand new life. They're getting over that because they've realised in order to have this with you, it's going to require a lifestyle change. Knight of Swords. When they look around them, they see old friends of theirs falling into bad habits, bad times, not making things easy on themselves. They see a lot of self-destructive attitudes coming from their social circle. That there's a lot of fights, arguments, drama. You know, it's not a lifestyle choice that anybody would pick for themselves if they were being brutally honest. Okay, and they see that there's just too much rubbish where they currently are. So it's like a brutal admittance that what they were worried about leaving behind in order to have a life for you, there's no competition, basically. They want this. They want this now more than ever. So if your person was putting things on pause because they were trying to figure out, you know, I mean, changing up your life is no small feat, okay? It's a huge deal for anybody to do. So for them to have come to this conclusion, it definitely does show a level of maturity. What actions will they take towards Pisces, please? Someone's going to be angry with them for moving away as well. Okay, the Tower, the Lovers. Okay, so the Tower is Mars energy, Aries, Scorpio. Lovers is Gemini. Actions will they take toward Pisces? Actions will they take toward, thank you. Justice, Libra. Yeah, 3 major arcana back to back in their actions towards you, Pisces. So yeah, look. I had literally just finished saying that someone is going to be pissed off with your person for leaving their old life behind, okay? Now, that's through no fault of yours, okay? This was going to happen anyway. Whether you were involved in the situation or not, it was basically inevitable, okay? It was going to happen. Now, in their actions towards you, Pisces, we see clearly, they do come to this revelation, this shocking revelation that is life-changing, okay? Remember, lifestyle change. Moving quickly when they realise, when they have this epiphany, moving super, super quick towards you and getting things either on track or back on track. Okay, coming into union with you because they know that it's the right thing to do. It just makes sense. That there's a lot of balance that is being brought back into this situation or this connection. The energy at the bottom of the deck, the 5 of Cups, Scorpion energy. Yeah, that's the card of regrets. Feeling abandoned or feeling unloved, feeling forgotten about. This could well be your current energy. You could be feeling abandoned or unloved because the communication from your person, they're not good with communication. They do take a lot of things for granted, especially when it comes down to assuming that you already know what's going on and that you already know what's going on with them, when that's not always necessarily going to be the case. So, you know, that they're not being very vocal at this point in time. You've got the 4 of Coins under there, that's Sun and Capricorn energy. Yeah, holding on to you, not letting you go. There's also, they have considered the potential consequences, like what it would look like if they didn't take this risk, okay? It's not something that they like to think about. Further clarity, please, for Pisces. Okay. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. You do deserve love. You are lovable. Now, I say this every time I see that card, the healing family issues one. It kind of annoys me the way that it's written, because it doesn't make allowances for those who have come from child abuse and severe child abuse. Okay. Now, what I would say, I would change up the wording on this, because not everybody was given the parents that they needed or deserved. Okay. It is just the reality of how the world works. Not everybody was given kind, loving, nurturing parents. That's a conversation that society is not yet ready to have. Yet it should be had, because it's pretty common. It's really, really common. Especially in this day and age as well, where everyone is so consumed by themselves. You know, it's inevitable. In fact, I have heard, more recently I've heard someone say that narcissism is a pandemic in itself. Okay, and this is the result of that. When we were describing that your person, that there's someone that's going to be really pissed off with them for leaving their current life to come and be with you, Pisces, I do feel strongly for the most part that the person that's going to be pissed off is going to be one of their parents. Very controlling and overbearing, and just not allowing them to have a life. This could be a parent who lives through their children and can't bear to see them evolve and make it out in the world by themselves. It's an enmeshed parent. So in order to heal that particular situation, it has to come with the understanding that it's not about you, it's about them, right? So I don't know if I'm explaining this correctly. Whenever someone is acting towards you in a disgusting way, it's never about you. It's about the person who has made the choice to behave in that way. Okay? And you do deserve love. You are lovable. For some of you, Pisces, this could be you that's planning a lifestyle change to go be with your person, and it could well be family members of yours that are being disgusting towards you over that and putting doubts in your mind. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. And finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Yeah, we did see about the change of career, and someone's taking a risk, financially taking a risk, because, as I said, this lifestyle change, it's honestly, it's not for the faint of heart. It really, really isn't. Vulnerability. Open your heart to allow yourself to be tender, avoiding pain or anything that could cause emotional distress. Someone's avoiding an issue. Yeah. And endurance. Keep going. Be prepared to develop your strength and tenacity. Continue the journey that you're committed to. This is not the time for any self-doubt, and take yourself up to the next level. Yeah. Someone else's insecurities, it's like they're planting ideas in another person's mind, because they are the ones that are actually the insecure ones. And all that you're trying to do and your person's trying to do is just get on with your lives. And hopefully together as well. Keep going. This is not the time for you to be doubting yourself, Pisces. Pisces, please. Okay. Healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. Playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together and remember that love is the greatest healer. And passion, a magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. Yeah, healing, playfulness and passion. You know, I really want to say that there is no point in exhausting yourself trying to figure out why someone else is being so negative about something that is absolutely incredible that is happening in your life, Pisces. Why are you spending energy worried about what others may or may not be saying about you? It's completely pointless. If you know deep down in your heart that you two are doing the right thing and that life doesn't come without risks. If you two know deep down that you're doing the right thing and that this ultimately is going to end up in what would be described as your happy ending, then why allow the negativity and the toxic behaviours of someone who, quite frankly, shouldn't even be involved in your business anyway, to stop you two from doing what you want to do? Enjoy the journey. The fun is in getting there. Acknowledge your progress, travel, mental vacation, and be spontaneous. Yeah, it's taking that risk. Enjoy the journey, enjoy the process. In a couple of years' time, you'll be looking back on all of this and you'll be like, do you know what, I am so glad that negative person didn't end up talking me out of doing the best thing that I ever did. Okay, Aqua. Experience peace and calm. Creates a state of serenity, tranquility and peace by soothing your mind and calming your nerves. Encourages inner stillness, faith, patience, acceptance and coolness. Dissolves your fears to increase your confidence and self-belief. Yeah, self-belief. So the way that these healing messages work is if you feel that you're needing more confidence, more belief in yourself, if you feel that you genuinely need to create a mindset of serenity and tranquility, then meditate on the colour aqua. Here's for Pisces, please. I'm really frustrated with this read. It's like, on one hand, I'm so pleased for you that you found this person that is looking a lot like it's going to be your life partner. But then on the other hand, you're dealing with negative naysayers who are filling someone's mind of crap and just trying to put you two off from being with each other, saying, oh, it's a bad idea, or you're too young, or it's too risky. It's like, why? Who gave them the authority to have an opinion on your life in the first place? Even if it is someone's parent, they still don't have that sort of authority over you. Or at least they shouldn't. You're an individual. You're two individual minds, two individual bodies, and you have to live your individual lives. Someone's got an overbearing, over-controlling parent that seems to think it's their job to keep their child stuck. And their adult child at that. And I don't like it. Honestly, it rubs me up the wrong way, like straight up. Okay, right, so this particular deck, it tends to get a little bit too specific, okay? It can give initials of someone. It can give possible physical features of someone. Again, just take what resonates for you and leave what doesn't for another Pisces. Okay, so you've got initials S, B, E, H. Fashionable, supportive and witty. Supportive and witty. Yeah, that's usually someone is trying to utilize their sense of humor to get through what's quite a difficult situation. Your sense of humor can help you quite a lot. Never underestimate the power of laughter, that's for certain. And fashionable, so yeah, someone just likes to look good, you know, whenever they know that they're going out in public. And they just like to know that they've put their best foot forward, they've presented themselves in a way that puts them at their best. It's fashionable. Right, career. It's time to add extra energy to your career area. Maybe try something new. Spooky. Really, really spooky. And under there, affirm. Create your own affirmations. Think of words or phrases that inspire you and write them down. Yeah. It's time for whoever it is that's having doubts being put in their mind by someone else. It's time for you to reprogram your mind, okay? So Pisces, please. Okay. Ooh, make waves, mermaid. Never be afraid to make waves, especially when you're carving out your own life. You have to make waves when you're carving out your own path. No limits but the sky. Yeah. Follow your inner moonlight. It's beautiful. Okay, so that is what I have for you, Pisces. If you would like to book a private reading with me, then the link to do so can be found in the descriptions box, and it's in my pinned comments below. If you're on a mobile device, then you might not initially see the comments section, so just scroll down a little bit, click where you see comments, and then scroll up again to see the pinned comment that I've left for you. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.